Oh my god, look at Intel. It is up by more than 14% in just one day. What is happening to the stock, and will this momentum continue in the future? This is what we're going to be talking about. So welcome everybody to the Geeky Investor, where stock and we translate. This is Dr. Uwais, and I've been invested in the stock market for the past 8 years. Now, there are two main things that really drive the growth of this stock today for Intel. So number one is the partnership, or the potential partnership, that was announced with Apple, between Intel and Apple, and this has really a lot of consequences that we could be discussing in the future slides. A second important thing is the continued momentum that is really coming from the quarter one earnings results that were really announced a couple of weeks ago for Intel. So let's dig deep into this. So number one, as we know, let's look at the share price right here. So over the past month, this stock has more than doubled. As you can see, it went from $50 to $108 as of the time of recording of this video. And if you look even at the past year, it is up by 438%. That is a staggering number right there. So the two key things that really happened recently is the Q1 earnings results. So as you can see right here, we've got an we've got a revenue of $13.6 billion, up 7.2 year over year. But we've discussed that this is not the important number, but it was more towards the foundry business and the AI data centers and the CPUs that are really scaling fast in the coming quarters. And then a gross margin that has really been improving as well, with an earnings per share of 0.3. As we saw, there is a good outlook for Q2 2026. So these were the two key things that really drive this stock higher over the past 2 to 3 weeks, with a continued momentum for the CPUs and the foundry business that could potentially be coming up in the next couple of quarters. Now, the new news that really came out is a potential collaboration between Apple and Intel. So really, this is more towards things that included chip manufacturing for Apple, for the devices that are coming in the US. So whenever we all know that Apple used to rely on China for the production of their chips, even if the device, or the Apple device, was sold within the US. Now things are shifting because of these kind of geopolitical risks that are happening between China and the US. And so kind of Intel is really leveraging this risk that is happening within the market to take kind of benefit of what is really happening, and making some potential collaborations with Apple. If this really occurs, we can see multiple collaborations between different stocks, between different companies, just like what happened with AMD. We know with AMD, it first started with OpenAI, and then the thing continued with Meta, and then these other companies are kind of following as well, in my opinion, in the next quarters. Now, we know that already Intel really partnered with Nvidia and Tesla, and this could also lead to now collaboration with Apple. And really, if Intel does that, then this means Intel will be the hub within the United States that really helps with the chip manufacturing. So these are the key things that really moved the stock higher as of today. And now we also look at the foundry business right here. So as we know, kind of if you look at the quarter one results, as you can see, the margins were kind of so low, but as you can see, it is increasing very exponentially and very quickly. So these are things that are promising for the stock in the coming months. Now, additionally, if you look at TSMC's revenues, so let's look at the graph right here. I will be zooming out just a tiny bit. So these are in Taiwan dollars, but it's not in US dollars. So if we look from 2021 all the way into 2025, 2026, as you can see, the revenue has been exploding, more than 20% to even 40% increase year over year in terms of revenue, reaching to 4 billion Taiwanese dollar. So with a gross profit of 62% and an operating margin of 53%, well, could Intel reach those growth numbers, and then also these gross profit margins and operating margins? If really Intel taps into that, then that is a significant boost in the earnings per share for Intel, which would lead to an increase in the share price in the long run. So as you can see, these are very promising things for Intel. If we compare that to the current margins, we know that the margin's 41% as of right now. But if you look at those margins, operating margin of 53%, gross profit margin of 62%. So just imagine an increase in revenue for Intel, an increase in profit margins and gross margins, and more momentum for Intel because, kind of the manufacturing and the reliance is going more towards for products sold in the US for a kind of chips to be sold from and supplied from the US, not from China. So this is one of the things that Intel could really be reaping a lot of benefit from. So three key takeaways for today's video. So number one, Intel is really leveraging the geopolitical risk that is happening right now. They have already secured good deals with Nvidia and Tesla, and now it could potentially be securing deals with Apple. If that really happens, then the string will continue for Intel, and this would lead to multiple other companies also kind of securing deals with Intel, which will lead to a lot of profits for this company, and then later on a significant increase in the price of Intel. That is the first takeaway. Now, the second one is this inflection point that is really happening now if Apple partners with Intel. So that is an inflection point where it shows that Intel could be the manufacturing hub within the US for the foundry business for the devices that are sold within the US. So that is a second key important thing that is happening for Intel, and you have to keep an eye on that because if that really continues and happens, we'll just expect the stock to continue exploding in the next month and in the next weeks. And then finally, if these deals continue to occur, as with Apple, Nvidia, and Tesla, well, really, Intel will become the domestic main player within the US for these chips and for the foundry business, which would lead to significant growth. And then overall, all of you as shareholders, if you guys are invested in Intel, will reap a lot of benefit. Now, this is what I personally think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you are invested in Intel, and what is your price target by the end of 2030. And I will see you in our next video.